Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to Old Charles, the place where every coin tells a story. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1981 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent. How much is it worth? Is it rare? What makes this small copper coin a big deal in your collection? Let's find out. The Lincoln cent has been an American classic since it was first introduced in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1981 version of this coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse side, we see the iconic profile of President Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. His initials, VDB, can be seen just below Lincoln's shoulder. The words, "In God We Trust," arc over the top, with Liberty on the left and the year 1981 on the right. On the reverse, we find the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a very cool detail. Now let's talk materials. The 1981 Lincoln cent was struck from a 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy, the same composition used since 1962. But here's the twist. 1981 was the last full year before the U.S. Mint made the switch to a mostly zinc composition in 1982. So, copper 1981 cents are actually heavier. They weigh 3.11 grams. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark ** 7.5 billion plus Denver Mint, D Mint mark ** 5.4 billion plus San Francisco Mint, S Mint mark ** only for proof sets with over 13 billion coins minted. These aren't exactly rare, but condition, errors, and proof versions can make a big difference. So what's the value of a 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin in today's market? Common 1981 cents in worn condition are worth just face value, that's 1 cent. However, due to the high copper content, many collectors hoard them for their metal melt value, which can be around 2 to 3 cents depending on the market. Came in special proof sets from the San Francisco Mint, typically worth $1 to $3, more if graded high, PR 69 or PR 70, 1981 double die obverse, less common $10, $50 plus off-center strikes and clipped planchets, $5, $100 plus, depending on severity and condition to spot real value. Always look for coins in high-grade condition. Or with mint errors, that's where collectors will pay a premium. Here are some pro tips if you're collecting 1981 Lincoln cents. Always check the mint mark. D and no mint mark are common, but S is proof only. Look for red-colored coins. Copper tones can darken over time. Use a jeweler's loupe to spot any doubling in the lettering or date. Invest in coin flips or albums to protect your better condition cents. If you suspect you have a valuable error or high-grade coin, get it certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Oh, there you have it. The 1981 United States Liberty 1-cent coin might be small in size, but it has a big story and potential value if you know what to look for. The story of the 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin is deeply rooted in American history. To understand it, we have to go back to 1909, the year when the U.S. Mint first introduced the Lincoln cent to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Lincoln, breaking away from the tradition of using symbolic figures like Lady Liberty. The original wheat penny design lasted until 1958, and in 1959, to celebrate 150 years since Lincoln's birth, the reverse was redesigned to feature the Lincoln Memorial, created by engraver Frank Gasparo. The U.S. was facing economic challenges, including high inflation and rising metal costs. Copper, the main ingredient in pennies, was becoming more expensive, and the U.S. Mint was under pressure to cut costs. While the 1981 penny still used the traditional 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy, it marked the end of an era. Just 1 year later, in 1982, the U.S. Mint began producing pennies made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating, reducing production costs dramatically. So when you hold a 1981 penny, you're holding the last full-year issue of the true copper Lincoln cents. That alone gives it a special place in American coin history. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The same 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin can be worth just a penny, or several dollars, depending on how well it's been preserved over the years. Most 1981 cents you find in your pocket change fall into this category. These coins show obvious signs of wear, scratches, dull color, faded details. In this condition, they're generally worth only face value, 1 cent. These coins have minor wear, especially on the high points, but they still have decent eye appeal. Value might go up slightly to 5 to 15 cents if it's a clean example. This is where collectors get excited. Uncirculated coins were never used and still look brand new. They have full details and original mint luster. A Mint State 65 Red, MS65RD, can be worth $3 to $5, while a high-end MS67RD example can go for $30 or more. Proof coins are not meant for circulation. They're struck with polished dies to create a sharp, shiny finish. The 1981 S-proof cent is typically found in coin sets and can be worth $1 to $3, or even more if graded PR69 or PR70. If you think you've got a high-grade or rare error coin, consider getting it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade increases trust and value, especially for buyers. Remember, the better the condition, the better the value. So before tossing that 1981 penny in a jar, take a closer look. You might just be holding a tiny treasure.